When Yamaha enthusiasts hear the name, RX 100, their hearts skip a beat. This machine carries with it decades of lore, nostalgia, and reverence. Now more than ever, the promise of a 2026 edition rekindles excitement across forums, social media, and every corner of the two-wheeler world. This is not just a reboot, this is the resurrection of a legend. What could the RX 100 of 2026 bring? Let's dive into the anticipation, speculation, and what we hope to see in Yamaha's bold return. The original RX 100, produced from the mid-1980s until the mid-1990s, was beloved for its simplicity, brutal acceleration, and character. With a two-stroke air-cooled 98cc engine pushing about 11 PS, it was agile, light, and had a cult following for its raw response, hiss of exhaust, and peppy spirit. But emission norms and shifting market logic eventually forced its discontinuation. Now, Yamaha eyes a return, not as a mere retro facsimile, but as a modern icon, suitably rethought for the 2020s. Word on the street and in bike circles suggests that the 2026 model won't attempt to shoehorn a two-stroke design into modern emissions rules. Instead, Yamaha is expected to fit a four-stroke engine, likely fuel-injected and compliant with current regulations. This move is controversial among purists, but perhaps unavoidable. What matters most is whether the new RX can capture the spirit, quick throttle response, minimal weight, and a visceral connection between rider and road. The expectation is that Yamaha will lean heavily on a styling strategy that evokes the classic model. We can imagine a teardrop fuel tank, simple round headlamp, possibly LED now, minimalist side panels, perhaps chrome trims or polished metal accents to retain that retro aura. Rumors suggest the dash will be semi-digital or hybrid, blending vintage sensibilities with modern usability. Spoked wheels or stylish alloy wheels that emulate classic look may be included as well. Braking and suspension will likely be upgraded, disc brakes, tubeless tires, and enhanced forks monoshock setups to meet current standards and rider expectations. On performance, the new RX 100 may no longer blast from 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds as the old one claimed, but it could deliver a spirited acceleration curve across mid-RPMs. In contemporary testing, entry-level sporty bikes in the 100 to 125cc range are pushing 10 to 12 PS, so the new RX will need to compete there. Fuel efficiency will be another critical measure. Riders won't tolerate a bike with heritage that guzzles. The target may be somewhere between 35 to 45 km per liter in mixed usage, balancing liveliness and economy. Pricing is one area of intense speculation. Some sources anticipate a launch in December 2026 in India, with an ex-showroom price band starting around 1 rupee and 25 paise to 1.50 lakh rupees. Others suggest a lower base, betting that Yamaha will try to target the premium 100cc commuter segment to stir excitement without alienating the mass buyer. But given import costs, new technology, and brand premium, the higher estimates seem plausible. The real test will be how the new machine is received by loyal fans and new riders. Enthusiasts will scrutinize whether the engine feels right, whether vibration is controlled but not numbed, and whether the bike feels light, responsive, and fun. If Yamaha nails the setup, balanced chassis, direct steering, crisp gear shifts, and a premium build, the RX 100 could once again become a benchmark for ride feel in its class. Competition won't wait. Yamaha's new RX 100, if priced and positioned well, will take on rivals in the 100 to 125cc niche. Bikes like the Honda SP 125, Hero 125 variants, and any emerging retro riders in markets across South Asia. The advantage RX has is brand mystique, the disadvantage might be that expectations are sky high. If Yamaha stumbles on build quality, parts reliability, or ignores rider feedback, critics will pounce. One factor often overlooked is aftersales and parts network. For a relaunch to succeed, Yamaha will need to support spare parts, service points, and marketing that underscores the heritage while delivering modern confidence. The brand might also introduce special editions, color schemes that echo the original red-black theme, or even limited, heritage, variants for collectors and early adopters. As we await official announcements, there's also talk that the relaunch might be delayed until after 2026, as Yamaha works on refining the engine, meeting stricter emission norms, and ensuring supply chains. Some rumors even suggest the new RX may piggyback on modular platforms, rebadged or parts shared with models like XSR or other Yamaha lineups, to reduce costs and increase compatibility. One must ask, will the 2026 RX 100 be just a retro gimmick, or will it stand on its own merit in performance and value? The former risks being a collector's toy, the latter, if Yamaha delivers, could reignite a new generation of fans. The buzz in bike communities, teaser shots, and early spy prototypes already generate excitement. In cycling through speculation and confirmed leaks, the RX 100's return is being treated not just as a product, but as a cultural moment in Indian biking history. In your future YouTube video about the 2026 RX 100, you could intersperse archival footage of old RXs roaring on the road, contrast them with teaser imagery or artist impressions of the new version, and narrate side-by-side comparisons of specs, pricing, and user expectations. Build suspense by highlighting the emotional connection enthusiasts have with the RX name. Then, analyze every rumored spec, every spy photo, and every Yamaha statement, making your audience feel they're part of the relaunch journey. At its heart, this reborn RX 100 must walk the line between nostalgia and modernity. If Yamaha can preserve that spark, the feeling that each twist of the throttle delivers connection and joy, then the 2026 RX 100 won't merely be a reboot, it will be a revival.